Hello everyone and welcome back to Lakeburg Legacies, here where we're kind of reaching the latter ends of the campaign here. And we've got a lot to get done. We need to get a lot more prestige, we need to get a lot more buildings unlocked as well. Our banquet is nearly done for the first time. We'll see what that causes to happen. We also have a couple of children we need to get into apprenticeships. Furman here would be a good builder, carpenter or miner. I'll probably put him in the building areas. I found that very useful previously, although there's probably quite a few apprentices here. Or the carpentry place, where I just need to find it. We've got so many buildings now, it's hard to kind of keep track of them all. Jeweler's workshop in Carpenter's workshop, that's the one. We have no apprentices here, so Furman, you can go under Bridget, because Viola's not very good at her job. But she's good enough. Wow, Sybil, you have some good life behind you. You're up to 73. Hildebert would be a good innkeeper, seamster or priest. We already have quite a few people in the innkeeper's slots. But I'll put you in as well, because Adelaide is probably not too long for this world. And then Matthew can take over the mantle, and Hildebert can be the next person to take over the mantle when the time comes. In the meantime, let's get time ticking along. I'm just going to have a look at what we have in terms of offers. Nothing that I think I particularly need. Recruitment is still another 4 years away. In terms of what I want to build, I'd like to build the jousts, just because that sounds incredibly fun to do. But that's going to require a great deal of wood from us. In the meanwhile, we could probably actually focus on other things, such as the painter's workshop, and maybe the barracks, and so forth. The barracks, the bard's house, the school. Although some of those might be a little bit too late, because really now we're in the later stages. We need to start making a lot of fame for ourselves in the continent, and that is important. We're up to 91 villagers. Hopefully we can get up to a positive 100 by the time this is over. The banquet's done for the first time. Looks like there wasn't anything major happening there. I feel like there could be in future. But Douglas has died. Douglas was... he was a rat trainer. So our rat training's gone down now. So we need to get someone else in the rodent's nest to cover him. The question is who? Can really be anyone. Also the king is... how close? The king is probably going to die this episode, actually. Comrade, Teresa... I can move Teresa over to be a rat trainer. It means that the banquet will not be able to go ahead until we get another person there, I don't think. No, I think it needs 4 people to do the feast. So is there anyone that can go in the banquet who's not particularly useful for anything elsewhere? I wonder. And it can really be anyone. It doesn't necessarily need to be good, but it just needs to be someone that I can put in there. We're still making... I'm going to put Marion in. Is that going to keep our... okay, we're still positive meat there, so Marion can go in there. Just keep the banquet ticking along. She's not a great taster, but that's okay. We do need a little bit more stuff, however. We need more bread and we need more beer, but that's fine. That will come in time. I'll even increase production, so that's not an issue. Clothes production is down again. We also have a new baby. Geneva, wonderful. Let's have a look at Geneva. Geneva would be a good priestess, livestock farmer, or queen. That would be good. Loop has also come of age to be put into an apprenticeship scheme. Add to blacksmith or lumberjack. We probably will put you into the lumberjacks area. We've only got 1 apprentice there, so you can go under... you can go under Amabel, that's okay. You can get yourself all trained up there. We're doing okay, but there's not that much time left, and our leather and heart iron are going down per year. We've only got 1 person in the mine. That might be why, to be honest. Someone is... who's single, looking for love? I feel like someone's just come of age. Bartholomew, Victoria, Bernice, Manon... no, none of you have just come of age. Okay, that's fine. It's going to be a long while before we can get what we need. Just having a look here if there's anything else we can particularly get away with. I'll do the wheat barter. That's okay. But a long while yet till some more recruitment. Just in terms of children of any kind, really. Eloise is going to come of age soon. And everyone else is still a little way off. But there's still a few... There'll be some children ready soon, it seems. But our economy is starting to struggle a little bit. As, you know, I could get new people... I could get new people married, but I'm concerned they're going to die and that's just not going to go well. Because we've had issues with that in the past. Whilst having a romantic walk, Cassian and Elric noticed the cat sheltering beneath a porch with a litter of newborn kittens. Elric looked Cassian straight in the eye. His reactions to this little cuties would be crucial. No. Grab the cats. Seeing Cassian approach the kittens while whispering calm words to avoid scaring them off, Elric felt his heart melt like snow in the sun. He rushed to join him. Sitting on the ground amongst these furry cuties, both lovebirds grew closer than before. Oh, that's cute. Stray cats. You can always rely on a cat to make things go well. I need to have a look at the throne room, because Godwyn is not due to live much longer. And to be honest, neither is... I mean, Edwige has got a little bit more health behind her. But still, it's a little bit of a concern. And the question is, does Edwige's children become the heir? I mean, if we're going via agnatic, cognatic, gavel kind, I think that would be the right way forward. Galadriel, hello. What would you be good at? You'd be good as the baker, croupier, or mason. Do we have people in the mason's apprenticeship scheme? We have 2. We probably don't need a 3rd. The bakery, we can probably put someone in there. We've got Morris in here. But you can go... I'm going to just move Nicholas... No, you can go on to Nicholas, that's fine, to be a baker in future. Wonderful. And we'll get time ticking along here, and we'll see what happens. Got a new baby. Emelina. Good rat trainer, priestess, seamstress, and the Lightfoot family doesn't have enough room to accommodate a new child. So if I go to houses, this Lightfoot family here wanted to have another child, Elric and Cassian. Ah, must have been the must have been the cats. Let's just make sure that everyone who can wants a new baby. Everyone who wants a new baby can have one. Bernard and Eve don't really have a wish for one. Probably because their age, yes. Just having a look. You probably desire another baby, so you can do that. You have no wish for a baby, neither do you. A lot of our families are quite old now. And I think everyone else is probably okay. I will give Roland and Viola a second slot because it looks like they'll want a second baby going forward. Cool. That should clear out a few slots of people who want to now have a child. And we'll carry time ticking along. Flory has died at 36. Why did you die so young? Did you die in childbirth? No. You died like your mother is already quite young. Flory, what were you? You were a lumberjack. That's not ideal, but we can get away with that. Who are you? You were married to... Hang on. Let me go back to that. Flory Rolfe was married to Calvin. Calvin's only 35. We can arguably get him married. I think his health is somewhat decent, although his morale is going to go down. Understandably, he's now been widowed. Well, he's only got 629 health. Oh, people are dying very young indeed. So we're not actually going to get him married again. But this is starting to become troublesome. We need to move some of our apprenticeships round because Flory's died. So you can go apprentice under here in Alna. And Christian, you are a child of Madden and Adelaide, and you would be a good mason, painter, or croupier. We'll put you in the mason's workshop. just to train up. That's okay. You can go on to Louisa. The health gauge is not doing pretty well. We seem to be on a bit of a downwards trend, to be honest. Kingdoms rise and kingdoms fall, that's for sure. Still need more bread. How's our bread production doing? Oh, we're not making any surplus. That's probably not a good thing to be having happen. If I increase... Oh yeah, I can now increase bread production a little bit. And that means the feast should work going forward. There's a lot of builders' tickets and money to spend. But I would like that to sort itself out. We also need to deal with the hunter's cabin. Manon has died at 31. Goodness me. People dying very, very quickly now. Did you have a cold or something like that? It looks like you did. Or you must have had something to die so young. Adelaide's 49. I'm not going to get her remarried. But what was Manon? Oh, and Marion. And Evander. Why did so many people die at once? Pause. Who died? Taster died. Marion died at 24. Why did she die at 24? Marion, goodness me. Evander died at 22. Right, we're going to need to sort something out. Go to the church. Okay, 2 people in the pleasure house died. Roger, you're going in here. I need to put you back in to keep our faiths somewhat positive. The banquet's going to have to wait, I think, so all of you are going to come out of this slot once that is done. Eloise has turned of age. Eloise, what are you actually good at? You are good as a farmer, livestock farmer, or gatherer. Okay, can we put you in the farm? I don't know if we need to put you in the farm, however. Probably not. Can I put you in the livestock farm? I can, but that only produces cows. It's not that useful to me because we don't have the butcher's workshop to be able to accommodate for that. Lightfoot have had a little child of Meggie, who would be a good lumberjack, knight, or miner. That can possibly work. Goodness me, people dying. Wolfgang, wonderful name. Butcher, taster, or innkeeper. You'll probably go as a... Can I apprentice people in the banquet? Probably not. You guys are going to have to come out of there for the time being. I need to move you to somewhere else. Right. Orpheus, you're unemployed. You're a fisherman, miner, or merchant. You're going to go back in the mines here. No. Who did I put in the mines instead then? I put someone else in the mines. I put Sybil and Jerome, but Orpheus can go back in here as well. Penelope. What are you actually good at, Penelope? Where is she? Penelope! There we are. Baker, innkeeper, and thief. We'll put you back into the bakery so the bread becomes positive again. Wolfgang, butcher, taster, or innkeeper. You can... I don't want to give you a third apprenticeship slot. That feels like a terrible idea. Because Adelaide is going to die fairly soon. Why are people dying so young? I don't know, and it's mildly concerning. I'm going to put you in as a hunting mentorship. We do need to get education, absolutely. And Wolfgang, you're a butcher, a taster, and innkeeper. If I put you in the livestock farm, that's probably not where it needs to be. We've got a lot of people in the livestock farm at the moment. One homeless villager, we'll deal with you in a second. I want to go to the buildings. I want to go to the butcher's shop because we're not far off getting that. In the meantime, who needs a house and why? Eloise has come of age. That makes sense. Eloise, you can come in here. And we'll see if we can get you married to someone. Got a lot of people who need to be married off now. Sigisbert, you are sturdy, so I don't know why some people are dying so early on. Eloise, you have good health for the time being. let's put you in there. I want to probably find a man of the evening or a lady of the evening or a rat trainer, something like that. We've got to find someone who is going to mix with you, because if they're not, then it doesn't really matter, because you're just not going to go well together. Actor, teacher, painter, not really what we need, but we'll take you anyway, because we don't have many hearts left. So you both dislike dancing in the art of war. Let's try that. Talk about the sufferings of war. Wonderful. Abolish the death penalty? No. And mention nice country, so go around Lakeburg. Wonderful. 2 out of 3 will get you married. Eloise and Alfred here. And hopefully I can put Alfred somewhere useful, but that does mean our rodent's nest gets bigger and bigger. Arguably I could put you in here, actually, and that would solve that problem somewhat. So you can go in the rodent's nest, because we don't have an actor's... I know we do have a theatre up and running. But I would need someone else to go in other areas in the meantime. I'll go to the theatre. Use his gold. But actually I'd probably rather put... mostly on Alfred. You'd be a good actor and that would give us happiness. I think that's some of the issues that we're having at the moment is regarding that. But it doesn't mean we now need to work on I need to work on the other bits, the sinfulness and the health. Who else is looking for love that I can put in? Who's still fairly young? Victoria Sigismund's 33. Anyone in here? Guard, assassin, thief. But your affinity is awful. Because Sigismund is widowed and he's been marrying too soon. I see the problem. You are also widowed. Oh, dearie me. Can I put... Nicholas, can I put you in anywhere? If I take Sigismund out of that, put Nicholas in, I mean, he's also going to have issues, just because they're... Yeah, he's widowed. Takes a few chances to succeed. So you'd have to find someone really good for them to marry. Okay. That's unfortunate, but we'll just have to make it work. How are we doing in terms of iron? We'll be getting there eventually. But we're definitely having some issues, that's for sure. Because I'd like to put Wolfgang in to mentorship under our eventual butcher. Because we're running out of food pretty soon. Here. But that would solve our meat issue, that would solve our leather issue as well. The sewing workshop is a lot of money needed to increase production there. So we're not going to focus on that for the time being. How's the king doing? The king can't be too far away from death. 257. Not great, that's for sure. And everything else is going wrong as well because... Matthew's just come of age, wonderful. Innkeeper, bard or taster. To be honest, I have some better places for you. That's probably the church or the hospital. Or possibly the pleasure house. Matthew, you're decent in the pleasure house. Off you go, sir. That solves our pleasure issue, or our godlessness or faith issue for the time being. You are also single, so I'll put you in this unoccupied house here, Matthew. We'll see if we can get you married to someone. Hopefully someone good. Not that we have many hearts to work with. Matthew, there you are. Oh, Childebert, a mason, a croupier, a lumberjack. Fine. Something to do with feasting and something else. Talk about meditation? No. Favourite songs? 2 out of 3. Okay, we'll get you married. We don't have many hearts to work with, so we're just going to have to deal with that. So Matthew and Childebert, you're married. which is wonderful. And where can we actually put you that's useful? Childebert, you are a good mason, croupier, or lumberjack. It's not really the people I needed, but I didn't really have the opportunity to wait around for something new, for a new person to turn up. Would you be good in the rodent's nest, Childebert? Not really. Where else could I put you? Where else could I put you to be useful? Hunter's cabin. You wouldn't be terrible here. Actually, you would be terrible here. I think you're a better lumberjack, aren't you? So we'll put you in the lumberjack area. Produce me 93 wood. That will at least help. Goodness me. I'm not doing too well at the moment, that's for sure. Bridget has died at 52. That's a sensible time to die. And Bruce was already dead, so that's okay. And that could have been worse. But Conrad's died as well. So Hunter and Carpenter are down for the count. There's no one in the Carpenter's workshop. Okay. Things are starting to stabilise somewhat because we're now beneath 90, but as soon as we go up above 90 it goes down again. And when the king dies, that's going to go badly wrong as well. So a hunter and a carpenter died. Hunter I'm hoping we can fix. Carpentry, do we have... Furman, I'm going to move you down here to deal with, so you can mentor under Viola instead. She's not a great person for the job. I think we're way too far off recruitment. We're still 2 years off recruitment. And Renee has died at 40. She was a healer. Oh, that's bad. Could be worse, actually. The hospital. How are you guys doing here? Actually, Anne would be a good person to go here to mentor. And goodness knows we could use the health upgrades. I'm also going to increase your time just so morale is improved overall. Because goodness me, we need it. And then when we go back above 90 villagers, we're going to have some issues again. How are we doing on this? We can build the butcher's shop. Like thus, and we will do so. Do we actually have anyone to go in? We've got, you can go be mentored, and we've also another baby of Adelina, who would be a good carpenter, butcher, prankster, potentially. But we actually need someone to go in the butcher's workshop who's not a child. Ralph has just come of age, but it's not really what he's good at. He's good as a man of the evening, mason, or croupier. Do we have anyone else who would be better suited? Berenice, but she's an assassin. Adelaide, how long do you have left? Not long. Louisa is much better here, and she can... Okay, Louisa can come in here. She's a mason. She only produces 2 meat and uses 15 cows. That feels terrible. So we'll up production of that. And I'm going to lower the amount of cows needed. That feels dreadful, to be honest with you, that butcher's shop, but that's okay. And we'll put Ralph into the masonry to fix that problem off. Mason's workshop. Ralph can go in here. But we are also having issues with our cows going down. Everything's going slightly wrong, that's for sure. And how's the king doing? Someone else has died, I think. No, not quite. He's going to die soon. And then we're in real trouble. I mean, Edwig will be a good person to take over the throne, I think. Although, Edwig, I'm not sure if she's married to anyone who's particularly good as a king. You'd be good at guard, painter, or dancer, none of which I can really put you in. Can I put you in the hospital? Would you be good in the hospital? Also, 2 new people have come of age. George, you're going to come in apprenticeship here at the hospital. I think we're going to need you. In terms of unemployed people, we've got Inanna and some other people as well. We need to get them into houses, build a new house. So Ralph can go in here. We can get some new people into the area, which would be good, but it means that our systems will have some issues trying to keep up just with the bits here. Now, you're good as you're an okay lumberjack, you're an okay mason, okay knight. Do I have a slot in the lumberjack lodge for you? I do. So you can go in there. Mabel, what are you good at? You're a good farmer, livestock farmer, or builder. We'll put you in the livestock farm because I think we need one there. So I can unlock you. Mabel, you can pop in here. That should hopefully sort our cow issue out. It doesn't, thankfully. Goodness me. Up production of cows. Hopefully that solves the problem. Okay, now we're breaking even. That's okay. Couples. For people who are not like 50. So let's start with Mabel here. And we'll find someone who you've get on well with, and then we'll see if they're worthwhile for a job with us. Currently, Mabel, you could do you. Priestess, Knight and Assassin. That works well, actually. Because we'll lose a priestess when the king dies. So, Danny and Mabel, you'd be good. You both like gossip, but you dislike fishing. You dislike fishing, so I'm going to say this one here. Let's talk about cards, no. And gossip's a plague on any civilized society. No, you like gossiping, so say this one here. 2 out of 3, wonderful. And we'll put her into the church as a priestess. And that solves at least one of our issues. He says, as we have some issues with the plague because the rodent's nest has now reappeared. In fact, Danny would actually be pretty good here, to be honest with you. But I think we'll put her in here for now, but we probably need her elsewhere in future. The next person to get married is probably Ralph. But we've only got 94 hearts, so we're going to have to make this happen pretty quickly. That works with Emil, a dancer, bard and actor. You can go be an actor. So that is... You both like painting, but you dislike divination. Talk about painting, absolutely. Talk about dried fruits, no. And talk about money? Yes, money can't buy happiness. So you two can get married. And Emil, you'll go be an actor because we need the positive happiness. In fact, that's the one we're actually managing to hold on to for the time being. If I go to the... Actually, no, I'm going to put you in here. I think we need you in the hospital more actively, to be honest, because we were having some real issues there. And who's the last person to get married from the new group? It's Inanna. See if we can find you someone useful. You'd be excellent with each other. You disagree on dancing, but you both dislike flowers and fashion. You're an innkeeper, a butcher, and a miner. Oh, we need a butcher, actually. That's fine. Oh, no, we have a butcher. We have a butcher. So let's leave you for the time being. We might be able to get someone with slightly better traits. And then once the king dies, everything's going to change, I would imagine. 108 life expectancy left. Bernard and Eve have separated for... That's Bernard's, what, 3rd separation? Yeah, that's his 2nd separation. So they're divorced and heartbroken, but I'm not going to get them remarried because that's just going to go badly, badly wrong. But we do need to get someone into a house. Who needs the house? It needs to be Eve. So Eve can go in there. That's okay. Hunter's Cabin, we're down to 1 out of 5. We're somehow still making... We're still somehow being productive. Let's get you training down here. There's an actual slot for you. Philomena is how close to death? Potentially. Amazing success. It's getting late. Nicholas had a great evening with Bernard and Adelaide, who fell under his charm. Let's head home. While Nicholas was preparing to leave the inn and head home, Bernard and Adelaide indicated they'd love to spend the night with him. However, there's only one bed in Nicholas's house. Tricky. Really? You want to spend some time with Bernard? Choose one of them. Just work something out. Opportunities like this don't happen every day. Nicholas invited Bernard and Adelaide together, but due to his room being so small, they had to find somewhere else to stay. In the woods, or close the inn. This is a one-night stand. In the woods. What a night, the group had so much fun they lost track of time. The very next morning, a local gatherer was quite embarrassed to find a pile of clothes not far from their hut. Huh, interesting. Very interesting indeed. We have some real issues. Anything here useful that we can do? I'm going to do that barter just to get a bit more fish in production. How close to the king's death? Oh, he's nearly there. The king is nearly there. And then we could have some real problems. But Loop has died. I think the game's slightly struggling. And Loop, what were you? You were a... Oh, Loop has died, Grace has died, Amabella's died, Esther's died. 4 deaths. No, who died? Oh, that is Godwin. The king did die. And Esther died at the same time. I'm guessing she died of a broken heart, or maybe it's something where the king can't stay, or the queen consort can't stay. Jerome is king consort. I'm not sure he's going to be a very good one. Is he a good one? He seems to be doing okay. That's fine. Future king is now Irvin Palmer. He's a jeweller, a bard, or a thief, so he's now the heir to the throne. Lots of people died. So the king and the queen consort have died. And we now have no one in the church as expected. Or less people in the church. Can't put any of you in just yet. Danny has just come of age though and would be wonderful. Thank you so much for being a priestess. That probably solves that problem there. I thought there might be a bigger thing when that happens. When the king or queen dies, I thought there might be a bigger kind of conundrum when that happens, but I guess not. So we need to get the new people married. Inanna, let's see if we can get you married to someone. Innkeeper, butcher, miner. No. Fisherman, lumberjack, man of the evening. Carpenter, rat trainer, prankster. That will do. You both like muscles and painting. Let's give this a go. You like muscles and painting, so I'm going to say... Yeah, just like fisherman. You like muscles, so flowers are pointless. And talk about painting. 3 for 3, excellent. It's a match. So you can get married. And we are gathered here on this historic day to crown our new sovereign. Her Majesty Edwig swears to respect and uphold the law, equal rights, as well as political freedom and civil liberty, for the sole interests, happiness and glory of the people of Lakeburg. There we go. And let me just go to unemployed. Agnes, you were a good carpenter, rat trainer. I think we need to put you in the carpenter's workshop to solve that issue. There we go. But we're having issues with leather now. Go to the hunter's cabin. It's because there's no one here. Adelaide's an innkeeper. I'm going to move her in here just to hopefully fix production of this somewhat. And I'll put Alasdair in here as well. That might cause some other issues elsewhere. Ehrlich have had little Pepin. I think that's like the 3rd Pepin we've had in this game. For goodness me, a lot has happened this episode. Lots of deaths at a very young age. Edwig has now become queen. Jerome is a pretty useless king consort, but he might increase over time. Arguably he'd be much better taken over by Erwin. But she's still... Edwig is actually producing a lot of prestige. She's probably better than her father was. But I think we'll leave it there at year 65, 9 years, 11 months and 21 days until the end of this game. We'll need to get someone in the inn pretty soon because we're losing a lot. In terms of unemployed people who can actually work here, we don't have anyone. I thought we had an apprentice ready to come in, but I might have put them somewhere else by accident. We'll have to see. Well, I think I might have put them in the... I might have put them somewhere else. In the meantime, though, thank you so much for watching. More to come soon, indeed. Take care. Bye-bye.